Can a spouse's decision to pursue his or her career or to go for higher education amount to cruelty under Hindu Marriage Act? Today in this session, we will be dealing with this question, which was before the High Court of Madras in a matrimonial issue. And the answer might surprise you. But before going into that, we will discuss the facts in detail, right? So, what happened in this case? The couple got married in 2014 in Chennai. They were very educated. Both of them were from engineering background. They got married by following Hindu rites and ceremonies in Chennai. After their marriage, they moved to Hyderabad because the husband, the male, he was employed in Hyderabad. And after a while, the wife also got a job in Hyderabad, right? Now, initially, like any other marriage, initially things were great. Both of them were at a very happy place. Their photographs and their emails, they show that they were in immense love and they had caring attitude towards each other. They also went on honeymoon to Kullu Manali. That was the evidence before the High Court, right? So initially everything was perfect. And roughly after 1 year of their marriage, the differences they began to surface. In 2015, one small issue between them got escalated. And it got escalated to an extent that there was a physical altercation between them. But even after such an incident, they continued to live together. Now, this issue will be was raised before the High Court, and the High Court do not in explicit terms have said that there was a condonation in such a case, because after the instance, you have lived together as husband and wife normally, right? But that is the law. So even after this incident, they continue to live together, but there were some differences again and again. The husband, he also lost his job in 2015. Then in 2016, the husband first moved to America for some training purposes and then to Canada for job. Right? Now, the husband was the one who has petitioned the family court to seek divorce on the ground of cruelty. He also alleged that their marriage has completely broken down. Now, to substantiate his claim around cruelty, he made certain allegations. He informed the court about the fight that they had. He said that he hit the wife only in self-defense. Then he said that wife has never been, caring. She was always indifferent towards him and his family members. There was no loving attitude. He also said that he has felt used by the wife because because she has used his connections to obtain the job in Hyderabad. Also, he alleged that the wife was using his money and not at all respecting him, giving respect in return. Then he also said that the wife removed her Mangal Sutra. And because of all that, it has been a mental torture for him. And because of these incidents, he actually resigned from his job in 2015. These were his allegations. Then he said that when he moved to Canada in 2016 and obtained a job there, He was expecting that the wife will apply for visa and then they can be reunited. He has written several mails regarding the same, but he has said that uh, uh, you know um, instead of instead of doing the same, the wife, it has come to his knowledge later on that the wife actually left India for US, for the United States, to pursue a degree, right? And according to him, this was the last blow, and he cannot take things further, and hence a petition for divorce on the ground of mental cruelty, right? Family court rejected his allegations, and hence now he was in appeal before the High Court. From wife's side, she submitted, or she made the submissions that no, these were not the situations. She has always been in support of his husband and his family. In fact, when he lost his job in 2015, she was the one taking care of everything, and she was not after his money. She has not used his money in any negative way, as has been pictured by the husband. In fact, she was the one who bought DSLR for her husband, and she also took care of gifts to the family members of the husband, right? And for you know, with respect to this leaving India and going to United States for further studies, the husband was saying that he was not informed. He only got to know later on. The wife told the court that, and there were evidences on record that he was informed through Skype about the same fact. Also, the parents of the wife informed the parents of the husband about this thing, that now she'll be leaving India and most probably settling down in United States after pursuing degree. There were evidences on record, right? Also, she brought on record some of the replies to the emails that were received from husband, right? So to reply in reply to the husband's email, she has written several times that she is ready to reunite with the husband, but provided that a loving and caring environment is assured, a violence-free environment is assured. She always intended to reunite, right? Now, after perusing all the records of this case, the High Court came to the conclusion that there is no cruelty on the part of the wife against the husband. And the court made it clear that to establish cruelty, you need something substantial. You need some weighty evidence in your favor. All these things indicate a normal wear and tear that one can expect in any marriage, and most likely in the initial years of marriage. There was nothing substantial. The court also found that there was a difference, there was a miscommunication, not withholding the information altogether, right? It was never the intention of the wife that the husband should not be informed, he should not be taken into loop, but there can be a gap in communication, there can be a misunderstanding because of that. Hence, no cruelty. I'll show you the para of the judgment of the High Court, para number 20, which will make things more clear. See, para 20. The parties that are placed on record, para 20, I'm reading para 20. From a cumulative reading of all the communications between the parties that are placed on record, including the above extracted ones, it could be inferred that the parties are equally educated and qualified, and that they both aspire to stand on their own legs and desire to focus on their career. The petitioner is not ready to sacrifice his career and wants the respondent to come and live with him, right? This is the expectation of the husband. Similarly, the respondent wants, that is, wife wants to focus on her academics and career as well. Both are not ready to compromise on each other's priorities and consequently have some spousal conflicts. Since both are equally qualified and educated and pursuing their careers as they desire, this court cannot find fault with the act of the respondent in prioritizing her career, right? This indicates that even if the information was not communicated at all, right, there cannot be a straitjacket formula labeling such an act as cruelty, right? In present days, everybody is allowed to prioritize their career advancement, their career goals, right? When the husband is not ready to compromise, you cannot have the same expectation from the wife. Although in the factual matrix of this case, the communication happened, but whether it was effective or not, that is a different issue. Communication happened, but even if after reading para 20, what I could say safely is this, that even if the communication had not been there, the act of not informing per se cannot amount to cruelty. As the court has indicated, you need something substantial and weighty in your favor, right? However, despite all this, the High Court granted the divorce. Why? Because for roughly 9 years, for more than 9 years, the couple was living separately. And the record showed that every possible attempt that was made to ensure reconciliation between them, every attempt failed. The couple is not ready to make any compromises. So in such a situation, it was a breakdown of marriage, an irretrievable breakdown of marriage, right? Hence, the High Court granted the divorce on this ground. However, one can question that this ground is not specifically provided under the Hindu Marriage Act, and it is only under Article 142 of the Constitution of India that Supreme Court can grant divorce on such grounds. But High Court has granted the divorce on this ground only in this case, right? So this was the case that I wanted to discuss with you, an important one, and I hope you were able to understand what I was trying to explain. Also, if you have any doubt, you can write the doubt in the chat box. I will be happy to take any of your doubts. And if you're new here, then please like, share, and subscribe so that you do not miss out on any important information that is shared by us. We deal with both static important concepts and also the latest developments that are happening in law, right? So do share, comment, and subscribe. Do share, like, comment, and subscribe, right? If you have any doubt, let me know. Let me know, please. If you have any doubt, any observations to make, I'll wait. Did you understand this or not? The facts are clear to you or not? The decision. You can also share your opinions. No, 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 not in express terms. Not in express terms. But the court recognized that it was a breakdown. The court noted that the sequence of events and the fact that every possible attempt at reconciliation has failed. Though the petitioner was not able to establish cruelty, still the divorce was granted. Anything else? Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, each one of you to join me today. We'll meet again. See you in the next one. Thank you. Okay, we have a question. Inherent powers exercised by the court, question mark. Nowhere mentioned in the judgment. Though it seems that the only provision that the High Court could have done. But you know, yes, it could have been done only by way of inherent powers, but not discussed anywhere in the judgment. On the aspect of cruelty, it is a very detailed one, but when it comes to the reasoning, though the facts, the story have been discussed at length to substantiate this, that yes, there is no possible reconciliation now, no possibility for reconciliation now, right? But nowhere mention of inherent powers, right? That's why I said that one can say that granting divorce on such a ground, it lies in the exclusive domain, as clear from the judgments of the Supreme Court. It lies in the clear domain of the Supreme Court under Article 142, right? One can say that. But like in every marriage, if Mia Bibi Razi, to kya karega Kazi? And if they are happy with this verdict, I don't think any one of them is going to object to this. Okay, all right. Thank you. Take care.